Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Max with Strength Surge, and I am back with another video. This is an informative video, and this is a little kind of beginner leg workout I've created. Something very simple and basic that pretty much anyone who has never really trained with weights could just jump into and get into it, as long as you're training at a gym with a barbell and with the proper machines and dumbbells, and there's even ways to kind of work around some of this that I could probably go over. Anyways, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for future content. Be sure to smash that like button, and I will get into the video. I will voice over these two graphics I have created. And this workout, again, is very simple. It's really just squat, deadlift, and some machine variations. So let's get into the video. Thank you for watching. All right, here we go. So this is leg workout A. These are the first two exercises. You have a high bar barbell squat, and you have a stiff leg deadlift. So a high bar barbell squat would require you to have a squat rack and some free weights. The set rep scheme of this would be 4 sets of 6 reps at 70 to 80% of your 1 rep max, plus the last set being an AMRAP set. So AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible. So you would simply do as many reps as possible with the given weight you are using. Now these 4 sets of 6 reps, they do not have to be straight sets, as in it does not have to be 4 sets of 6 reps at, for example, 135 pounds. You can vary the weight. You can pyramid up. You could go 135, 140, 145, 150, or you could pyramid the opposite way. You could go 150, 145, 140, 135. And the last set, the AMRAP set, is really whatever you want. I wanted to keep this generally pretty loose. If I was doing it, I would, depending on how I was feeling, I might go straight sets, I might pyramid up, I might pyramid down. It really just depends, but I wanted there to be some leniency. That way you can kind of experiment with what you want. If you're a really basic beginner, I would go with 4 sets of 6 reps at 70% of your 1 rep max. And if you are a beginner, you probably don't know what your 1 rep max is. So I would just say 4 sets of 6 reps at something that is pretty easy to get 6 reps at. Something you can get 4 sets of 6 reps without having to worry about missing reps or anything like that. So that is that. And again, the AMRAP is just as many reps as possible. Okay, so now we have stiff leg deadlift. Again, this is just a barbell with free weights. It would be 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps at RP8. I called out RP8. That would be you take each set to 2 reps shy of failure. Again, if you're pretty new, I would just say go and hit 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps, and it should be pretty easy. You don't need to kill yourself, especially if you're just beginning. It's a good way to get injured. And it's best to just learn the technique with perfect technique from the start and progress that way. And again, stiff leg deadlift is a deadlift variation. It is going to target the hamstrings, the glutes, the posterior chain, the back also as well. I didn't really go over this with squats, but a high bar squat's more going to target the quads, the adductors, some glute and hamstring, but not as much just based on the position of the bar. It is also going to hit, each of these movements essentially is utilizing your entire body. You know, you're holding the back with your weight on a squat. You're using your arms to hold the weight. You're using your core to stabilize the weight on each 2 movements. But they are mainly, leg exercises. So there you go, 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps at RP8, or 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps at something that's relatively easy and that you can do with pretty much perfect technique. We will move on to the next 2 exercises of workout A. Okay, so the next 2 exercises are probably exercises people are generally familiar with, especially if you're a beginner. This would be a leg extension and a hamstring curl. These are both done on machines. Majority of commercial gyms or your local gym, they should have these machines. They're very popular. So the set and rep scheme for these 2 exercises is for both 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps each. This is going to be something you generally go a little lighter on, and if possible, I would superset these 2 exercises. That would be, for example, you go your first set of leg extension, you rest for no time, you jump right into hamstring curl. So you do 1 set after the other, and after you do 1 set of leg extension and 1 set of hamstring curl, you could rest, I don't know, for a couple minutes, and then you could repeat it and do the same thing again. I give a a little bit of a target window of 3 to 4 sets and then 10 to 15 reps, just so you can kind of play around with it. Especially if you're a beginner, you don't really need these strict numbers of you have to hit 10 reps or you have to hit 15 reps, because you don't really know how many reps you can hit. And again, you're always better off going a little lighter in the beginning, because it'll just teach you how to move and do the movement and perform the technique correctly, and will help you from getting hurt, which is the last thing you want to do if you're trying to get a little bit stronger or if you're trying to tone your body a little bit. So this workout A, just to go over it one more time, is high bar squat, stiff leg deadlift, leg extension, hamstring curl. This hits the quads, calves, hamstrings, glutes, pretty much your entire posterior chain. Not to mention some of your upper body muscles as well, forearms, back, core, arms to an extent. So yes, this is workout A, and now I will go over workout B, which these two workouts would be done workout A, workout B, workout A, workout B, and in the end I'll kind of discuss how many times a week you should be doing this. Okay, perfect. So here is workout B. So this would be essentially the next workout you would alternate between. So this workout's two top exercises, the two compound main movements, are a sumo deadlift and a front squat. Again, these are both going to be performed with a barbell, preferably, but if you are very new, you could perform these movements with dumbbells, and you could figure out a way to basically not use a barbell, preferably with a barbell though. And let's take a look first at sumo deadlift. This is going to be a similar set and rep scheme to the high bar squat. You'll see 4 sets of 6 reps at 70 to 80% plus an AMRAP. Again, same rules apply with the sumo deadlift. In the beginning, I would use as little weight as possible to get your 4 sets of 6 reps, just so you can learn the movement. Sumo deadlift can be somewhat of a technical movement, as can squatting, and a lot of people will get injured very early because they don't understand how to properly execute the movement. I would suggest looking up videos on YouTube, preferably popular strength training channels such as Super Training or something like that, where they have very qualified, experienced lifters discussing how to adequately perform these movements. Again, because the last thing you want to do is jump into it and be doing it wrong from the start and progress using the wrong technique. So anyways, sumo deadlift, first exercise. Next we have a front squat. Similar to the high bar squat, puts a little more emphasis onto the quads. This is going to be 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps at RPE 8. Same rules apply to the front squat as it did stiff leg deadlift. Same general set and rep scheme. So that is easy enough. We will now move on to the 2 accessory movements, or the 2 smaller movements, similar to the leg extension and hamstring curl. Okay, perfect. So here we have a goblet squat and a kettlebell swing. You have probably seen kettlebell swing. That's been a pretty popular movement, probably in the last decade. Goblet squat is just simply another squat variation, pretty similar to a front squat, but in this case you can kind of underload the movement and use less weight and use a dumbbell. And this is going to definitely help teach you proper squat technique, and it's just a little bit easier to use, and you can go a little higher up with it. Similar to leg extension and hamstring curl, we're going to go 3 to 4 sets at 10 to 15 reps. These you can really just burn your quads, and you can really feel like you are getting some work in. And again, you could superset goblet squat with kettlebell swing, so you could go 1 set of goblet squat. Then immediately following your goblet squat, you could use that dumbbell or kettlebell and do a kettlebell swing, and then rest in between the 3 to 4 sets. These are going to be great exercises. They're a little more compound than a leg extension and hamstring curl. And that really sums up the workouts. And like I said in the middle of the video, you would simply alternate workout A, workout B, workout A, workout B, etc. I personally would do each workout 1 to 2 times a week, depending on what else your training entails, what else, if you're doing cardio, if you're also training upper body movements. It really all just depends. But if you're a beginner, you can easily get away with doing each of these workouts once a week, or maybe even once over a 7 to 10 day span. And that's really all it takes. Some people may think, oh, this is not enough work to, this is a workout you can get done in 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how fast or how little you are resting between sets. And if you're a beginner or even somewhat intermediate lifter who just wants to get on a more programmed routine, this is really all you're going to need. It does not take much to make progress. That's the great thing about lifting weights, is less is more most of the time. You really do not need to do a whole bunch to start realizing some great gains. And this program will make you a little bit stronger. It will, depending on how much you are eating, if you're really trying to gain weight and put on muscle, it'll definitely put on some mass on you. And if you're more just trying to maintain your weight or even lose weight, it'll definitely tone you and will help your overall body composition. So, and these are all exercises I've been doing for, the past 7 years, all variations of these exercises. So this is a well thought out program that, again, if you're a beginner, you're going to have some great results from this. So I really hope this helps everyone. Again, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you found this video interesting or useful. I could post a lot more videos like this. I always like helping beginners because after 7 years of training, you really start to understand what really works, especially for beginners, and how to optimally program for a beginner. So thank you. Smash that like button, comment, let me know what you thought of the video, and thank you for watching. Bye.